Welcome, my friends, to the class of Personal Finance, BUSI 1307, for the summer semester. I'm happy you're here. I'm Randy Saleh, Assistant Professor of Business for both Northeast and Connect campus. And I want to give you a quick overview and a quick navigation so you know how to get this course. You may be checking this out before the course actually starts, and if you are, congratulations, that's the smartest move you can make. Let me get you started going in this class in the right direction. First off, it's a summer course. I'm Captain Obvious. Summer courses are 4 weeks. I teach this in a long semester. It's 16 weeks. So we're combining 16 into 4. It's going to be fast. It's going to be fun, but you're going to have to work efficiently. This is not a class to try to do assignments at the last minute because you don't want to do that. This, I believe, is the most important class you ever take in your college career. And I can say that with authority. And the reason I say it is it's about you. And it's about your income, your money, your personal financial strategy. It's not a government class, not a history class. We're not trying to figure out dates and who did something in 1841. We're trying to say, how can I start building a healthy financial plan and starting to build wealth for my retirement years? Great. That's why I think it's so important. So you want to put the time into this. The students who put time into it will do very well throughout their life and throughout their career. If you just try to take this as a class to get assignments done at the very end, you get probably very little out of that. So that's my pep talk to you. This is the classroom we're going to be meeting at. We're going to be in NTAB. All summer classes on Northeast campus are in NTAB. Other buildings are used for renovation. We do a lot of cleaning up in the summertime, and we also have a College for Kids program in other buildings. So this is NTAB. It is on the, I would say, northwest side of the campus. It is a tall 2-story building. We'll be on the first floor, 1226. I believe our meeting time is going to be at 1 o'clock. So we will only meet Mondays and Wednesdays. This is a blended course. That's great. Only 2 days a week, my friends. And I think it's from, let's just say it's from 1 to 4 or 1 to 3:40. Plenty of time to get everything that we need done. You automatically have a textbook, Personal Finance by Kapoor, DeBlay, and Hughes, included in your tuition. I believe it is the absolutely best personal finance book, and I've used it for well over 10 years. I can't find anything that could replace that. Here's how to access it, and hopefully you'll be able to access it at least by the first day of class. You may even be able to get into it earlier. You click McGraw-Hill integration, and when you do that, it's going to come right here. You just go to my section. Now, it will probably ask you for your TCC email for the first time. Good, great. If it asks you that and then it says you need to pay for this textbook, something went wrong on the McGraw-Hill side, but we have a quick fix on that. It will say, would you like a 2-week free trial? Then click yes, put your information in, and it will get you to the book. Let me know. I get to McGraw-Hill and we can fix that real quick. Now, I've already worked with McGraw-Hill, and so the section should be just perfect, ready to go. So when it will go to your Connect section, it's going to look something like this once you get in. Now, I always have a different portal than a student does, but it's very close to this. You're going to see, oh, what, no assignments? I don't use this for outside assignments. I use it for the book, and I'm kind of forced to. So here it is. I wish it were bigger, but on my side, it says launch ebook, and that's all we want to do. There it is, Personal Finance DeBlay, Hughes. Oh, we have another person in there, Hart as well. Guess they got an extra gimme in there for them. Go right up here. Here's your table of contents. Here we go. Chapters, chapter 1, and again, as we come up, there's how we move to the next page. You are able to search for any topic that you would like to. Bankruptcy, that's a tough one right there, but those are going to be in different chapters. There it is. It is a very good book to read through, and if for some of the students who really get into personal finance and want to make tremendous change in their life, as you go back to this site, I believe you can look around and you can actually purchase a copy of this, and it's about $40, and they'll send it right to you. It's a paper copy, or you can find one online as well. Very, very good book. There's your book right there. It's under McGraw-Hill Integration. Well, let's go back to our syllabus and get this through. Read through this. This is the best way to start. Here's the grades, the course, my late work policy. Not a very lenient one here, my friends. It is a summer semester. We just have no time for late work. So when I open up the assignments, they're open and ready for you. I don't say this is due tomorrow, unless it is due tomorrow, but I have given you at least the full week to work on that. I don't give you an assignment and say it's got to be done at one time. There we go. So my late work is this. I will give you 24 hours after the due date. It is a 20% deduction. The cost of discipline, my friends, is so much easier. When you choose discipline and get everything done, life's pretty good. Dealing with consequences later, that's the consequence. So I will go back in on a test or an assignment and take off 20%. So that's a lot. Let's not let that happen. Keep on our work. Keep yourself going, my friends. Besides our time in class, you should spend at least 10 hours a week working and reading on this. The more time you invest in this course, I can assure you will pay dividends, not just today. Some of you are right in your journey, and you're in your late teens or early 20s. Your 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80-year-old self will thank you for taking this class if you do some of the things that I tell you to. If you do all of them, you're really going to be thankful for that. So put the time in. Again, this is a 100% course in self-improvement. That's why I love to teach it so much. Here's the organization. Here are the assignments. Give you some due dates so you can run through this. It's an attendance course, so we are here 2 days a week. Sometimes I have students that just don't want to come to class. Hey, I know it's the summer, and I know it's a strange time. I didn't vote on that time, but that's what we get. If you are absent, then that is recorded, and you got to keep up with your work. If you are on financial aid, because there's a lot of financial aid students, if you don't meet at least 50% of the time, and I've seen that this semester because I've seen students ask me who didn't attend class, but they passed. Okay, great, you passed. I'm happy for that. But they did not get their financial aid for the spring semester because they missed 50% or more of the class. There's a lot of new rules coming in for financial aid. So leniency that was given in other semesters cannot be given. Again, I don't give it. I don't enforce it or mandate it. It's the financial aid department that does. So if you're on financial aid, you want to come no matter what. I'm not up here just talking. I don't waste anybody's time. I want to give you the best information possible so you can go forward and create some great wealth in your life. There's our communication. Read through this again as we're just coming in. The best thing I could ask you to do, and again, that's this course syllabus. You're watching the video now, hopefully. Here's a great quick video on one of my favorite authors and speakers, Jim Rohn. Maybe you've heard of Tony Robbins. He's a big motivational, efficiency, personal improvement speaker. Jim Rohn was his mentor. Jim Rohn picked up Tony Robbins as a 19-year-old who wasn't doing much in life, but he had a lot of ambition and took him under his wing. How to be successful. Being successful in a course and in life is simply getting the work done. Getting it done, my friends, will pay you lots of dividends throughout your career, and especially in personal finance. There's a lot of people who say, I want to start an IRA. I want to start saving. I want to start budgeting. I want to understand how to get rid of debt. But they don't take the action. I'm going to show you how to take action in this class. Quickly, the modules. If you could do one thing, get the Start Here module done by the first day of class or before. You're doing that right now. We are going to use Adobe Acrobat Reader. The majority, in fact, all of the projects in this course, I have already done the heavy lifting work for you. I've created templates in a Adobe PDF, and they're fillable forms. So you're going to put your information in the budgeting, in the financial assessment. It will do the work for you. I have the calculations already in there. But you have to be able to use Adobe Acrobat Reader, which is a free download. Using Google PDF or Preview PDF or other PDFs, they do not allow you. They're just for viewing. The Adobe Reader allows you to fill in. So I have noticed that 90% of my students have no idea how to put that on. So we need some really good computer skills. Well, go through this. Again, these are the ways to do that. All right, from your Chromebook, from your Mac, from your PC. And yes, it's a hybrid course, so you need good computing equipment. If you do not have a good laptop or a good desktop, you can always utilize the computers on the Northeast campus. That is going to be your responsibility. So that's how to get it in. As we go through that, that will tell you. And then I just noticed that students literally, maybe because they were just designed that way through your education of high school, they don't know how to save files to their actual computer. It was always in a cloud. It was in a Google cloud. We are not a Google organization. We're a Microsoft organization. So we're going to submit things from your computer. You want to save a lot of your stuff on your own systems, my friends. This will show you exactly how to do it and exactly how to submit any assignment on our Canvas system. And then if you can get this done, this is your tech readiness. This shows me that you have the Adobe Acrobat Reader and installed correctly and you've done an assignment. So watch this video. I always have videos for my assignments, so it will help walk you through them. Your questions will be answered right in here. And then you will download your fillable forms template, and it is a quick thing. You put your name in it, you check off the boxes, save it and into a folder, and there you go. You upload it into Canvas. Again, watch these videos I have for you and it will make sense, and you'll be fully ready to engage in this class, because we have assignments that are going to be due the first week. Again, it's a fast track course, but that's good. The more assignments you can get in a personal finance class, the stronger, the better you're going to be. That's the first module. So, and then there's a little orientation quiz too that you've gone through some of this. So there's 30 points right off the bat if you do it correctly. I give you. And then in our first week, we will start going over all of these assignments right in here when we have great lectures, and we'll start winning the battle. It's a battleground in finances. So many American families are living paycheck to paycheck. So many American families are in a sea of debt. And retirement looks like something completely different. Just trying to make car payments, house payments, food. Let's see how we can get better at that. And I want us to get better. And then we end the course, and actually, once we have a foundation, how to build wealth. I don't want you to be intimidated by the investment horizon. We're going to look at how to get stocks, how to build a portfolio in stocks, mutual fund portfolio, exchange traded fund. You're going to be using these in your 401ks and your IRAs. How to look at real estate through a real estate investment trust. How to put it all together. Oh man, this is gold, my friends. I hope you take advantage of it. I hope you are motivated to take advantage of it, my friends. Not everybody is, and that's why few people succeed in the world of personal finance. Let's all succeed in it together, and let's make it a great summer semester.